Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to DIY your EB-1A application in order to get a US green card. EB-1A is one way a foreigner can get green card without employer sponsorship. In other words, it is a self-petition. What is great about self-petition is that you can submit the application just by yourself. You don't need to ask support from your employer. Your employer does not even need to know you are applying for a green card. You even don't need to have an employer to submit this application. Therefore, this is one of the favorite ways to get green card for many who have a graduate degree, especially for those having PhD. EB-1A requires the applicant to satisfy at least 3 criteria among the 10. 3 is enough. Don't claim unnecessarily more to get yourself into extra trouble. The 3 most frequently claimed by foreigners who have a graduate degree and work in a technology-related fields are authorship, original contributions, and judge of others' work. I will discuss what kind of evidence can be used to support these claims in the subsequent videos one by one and provide you with the templates to draft the petition. But for now, remember the codes listed after the 3 frequently claimed criteria. We will need these codes when drafting the petition. Before we get into the petition, let me introduce a few important concepts about EB-1A application. The first concept is cutoff date. As you may know already, to get a green card through EB-1A, there are 2 steps, namely I-140, which is discussing now and gets you eligibility for a green card, and I-485, which is talked in another playlist and gets you the actual green card. The Department of State update cutoff date each month. Only applicants with a priority date before the cutoff date can submit I-485, unless the cutoff date is current. The EB-1A cutoff date was current for applicants from all over the world a couple years ago, but now it is in 2016 for all applicants. That means there will be a few more years to wait for those who submitted EB-1A I-140 recently. So if you are considering apply for EB-1A, do that as early as you can. You never know whether the wait can become even longer in future. Then, what's priority date? After you submit I-140 application, you will receive a receipt from the USCIS, namely an I-797 form. Your priority date is indicated in this receipt, and it is usually the date when the USCIS confirms the receiving of your application. Another concept is RFE or NOID. These are communications from the USCIS when the officer reviewing your application thinks you are not quite qualified for EB-1A, and they are a chance to provide more evidence to persuade the officer. Well, this is what these communications should be. But there are always some differences between what should be and what actually is. Why? I will explain in the video discussing RFE and how to respond to it. No matter what, the USCIS is elevating the standard for EB-1A, according to feedback in the RFEs. So there is another reason to apply early, because you never know whether the standard can be further elevated in future. Now, if the overview intrigued you, please click the red subscribe button under this video. The more subscription, the faster will my playlist be updated.